It's always nice to stop by and see an old friend, but this old friend is in a new place. Jack Weiss has opened Pili Pili, featuring the dishes of Chicago's own Francois Demoulogue.
All right, so Jack, here you go.
David.
I don't know. Now, my mind is going, but 11 years is when I taped you the first time?
I believe it was the first show. Was it?
So it was about 11 and a half years or something. I taped Jack at Coco Pazzo, and if you know Coco Pazzo, it's just the excellence in northern or Tuscan style cuisine.
Simple Tuscan cuisine.
Which brings us a few years later, to the opening of Pili Pili. And although many people ask, it is not the name of his mother-in-law.
No.
It is the name of a very hot pepper. And tell us why you named the restaurant after a very hot pepper.
Well, Pili Pili is a Swahili term for a chili pepper. And it's used as a condiment to make a spicy chili oil in Provence. And it's used to flavor grilled meats and vegetables and pizza. And we were looking through an antique cookbook from Provence, and we saw this beautiful bottle. And it was called Pili Pili, and that was the name. We knew it right away.
All right. Let's talk a little bit. Oh, cheers, by the way.
Dave.
Let's talk a little bit about the restaurant. It's Mediterranean. It's Provence, I guess, more accurately.
Certainly. Well, if you travel along the Gold Coast or the Riviera in Europe, you travel from Nice, throughout Cannes, and the food there has always intrigued me. There's a lot of seafood, very healthy food, very light food, very flavorful and robust, due to the fact that in the port of Marseille, which was the trade routes throughout civilization, there was a lot of spices that came through and recipes, and the silk trade through from Africa, from Morocco, Tunisia, Spain, and the food there has sort of taken on a very interesting and colorful history of robust flavors and very, very healthy food.
Let's maybe go over a couple of the items here. You want to talk about the tarts?
Sure. This is an artichoke tart. Artichokes are very prominent from that region, and basically the chef uses a whole artichoke. He cooks it, slices it, and puts it on top of puff pastry, and it's extremely flavorful, and it's one of our signature items.
Tell me about this.
This is mussels steamed in pastis. Pastis is a very flavorful, honest liquor that comes from that region. And obviously the seafood, the shellfish of the sea, the mussels are flavored with a little touch of cream and a little tomato concassé. It's lovely. It's a wonderful dish.
Let's go to the bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse or baride is very traditional from Marseille. It's a variety of shellfish, mussels and clams, and different other ocean fish. It comes with a rouille, which is this spicy garlic mayonnaise that you put on these croutons with some of the boiled potatoes, and it's a wonderfully flavorful item.
The lamb, I gotta tell you, if I've got to pick one favorite dish on the menu, so far it's been the lamb. I've been there a few times.
Yeah.
But this is an aromatic, tasteful, hearty dish.
It's an explosive dish. It's the most robust dish on the menu. It's spit roasted lamb, and it's served on top of Israeli couscous, which is a form of pasta, and it's flavored with cumin, and it is just wonderful, flavorful, aromatic. I love that dish.
Your chef, Francois, who is not a Chicagoan, but about as Chicagoan as a native Frenchman can get.
Well, David, Francois actually has his roots in Hyde Park. in Chicago, and got his initial training here with Louis Salzmeyer from the bakery. Worked at Lucille Blue and had a restaurant on Clark Street called Le Margot. He decided to travel around the country and work stages with Joe Robison in France and some other interesting country inns in Westchester and Virginia. And fortunately, I was able to meet him and taste his food and form a relationship with him here.
Well, I've got to tell you, he's been doing a great job. So let's take a walk back in the kitchen and see what Chef Francois can do. And let's eat this before it gets cold. When I used to go to Chef Francois' restaurant, Le Margot,
yes,
I was young and thin. Now I'm wise and older.
So was I, actually.
Yeah. Tell me what you're going to make for me and how you're going to make it.
Well, I'm going to be making baride, which is a Provençal seafood stew, very popular in Pili Pili. We start with a fish broth that's made with fennel, tomatoes, onions, a little saffron, fish stock, white wine, garlic. And then I'm going to be adding tuna, mugfish, manila clams, mussels, and shrimp to the broth. So just add them one by one. Now we're going to add a little Pernod to the pot. We're going to bring it over here. I just plate up the fish. Lovely tuna, mugfish. Put the mussels around. After that, to the broth. We're going to add a little fresh chopped basil in here. Whisk in some egg yolks, just about 1 egg yolk. And a little rouille, which is a Provençal pepper and garlic sauce. And once it gets nice and creamy, we're just going to pour this over the dish. And voila, it's ready to eat. This is our baride that we serve at Pili Pili, 230 West Kinsey, downtown Chicago.
How much fun I have had tonight, and what great food. Chef Francois, thank you so much. And this is how I reward chefs. I let them come out of the hot kitchen. Jack Weiss, congratulations. A great restaurant. Everybody, trust me, this is the place to go. Give him your phone number, give him your address, and when you're open.
312-464-9988, and we're at 230 West Kinsey.
And we won't even ask what these are. Quickly, Baked Alaska.
Baked Alaska with orange sauce, and this is tournesol, candied pineapple slices with coconut ice cream.
There you go. And the way you go into one of these babies is just like that.
Right
There you
up
go.
the middle.
Hey, everybody. Here's to your good health and good dining, Chicago.